You must have heard about certain brands of supercars that are said to move very fast. Think about sports cars, a Ferrari, or even better, a Lamborghini. All examples of supercars with super speed and a high level of performance. Now, imagine this supercar being recreated in the form of a submarine. That would be pretty cool, right? Well, in today's video, we take a look at the first supercar submarine in the world. Entering the uncharted territory of deep ocean exploration, the U-Boat Works Nemo 2 is the first supercar submarine to ever be created in the world. There it is. This supercar submarine is the first of its kind and was built by a Dutch company, U-Boat Works, which is known for creating the only existing private submarines in the world. The Nemo was created by a committed group of submarine pilots who focused on developing an owner-centric design during its creation. Owners and pilots hailed the initial model produced in 2021 for its superb handling abilities and exciting diving experience. Having created the Nemo 1 that can only occupy one person, this spectacular company goes on to create another, which is the Nemo 2, and can occupy a total of 2 people. The Nemo 2 costs a whopping $590,000, only $45,000 more than the price of the Nemo 1 at $545,000. The price of the Nemo 2 had just recently been brought down from $1 million due to the mass production the supercar submarine is undergoing for easy access to it by private bodies. Nothing is more liberating than diving into an unknown world of exploration and discovery in the safety of your own Nemo submarine. We are excited to see volume production of the Nemo usher in a new era of ocean exploration, said Nemo product manager Lex van Rieswyk in a conversation about the mass production of the Nemo supercar submarine. Of course, one would not expect such an astonishing vehicle to go for an amount less than that, because this submarine can only be one of the top exotic toys for millionaires. With a weight totaling 5,510 pounds and only 280 centimeters by 100 in length, the Nemo 2 supercar submarine is so small that it can fit in the dock of a super yacht. Basically, it's roughly the size of 2 water skis. Due to its breadth of 92 inches or 231 centimeters, it can comfortably fit a passenger and a pilot, with each having a separate seat. There is a small hatch on top of the submarine which you have to open to enter the submarine. And right at the center of the submarine, a big orb is firmly located there. This section is where you get to sit down alongside your pilot, or if you are the pilot, then alongside your passenger to enjoy the beautiful underwater view. One of the most astounding features of this supercar submarine is its diminutive size, which enables you to easily attach it behind your SUV and leave it on land, at your boat dock, or even better, on your yacht. You might be on a relaxed sea trip with your friends and things start to get, well, boring. But with your supercar submarine right on your yacht, you can all take turns diving deeper into the water using the submarine and take the fun up a notch. You might be wondering, what if my submarine crashes into a rock? Well, you would be glad to know that this supercar submarine right here is protected by a 5cm ultra-thick windshield made of acrylic. So trust me, you are safe in this. Even though the windshield is extremely thick, it still gives passengers a clear and deep viewing area of the ocean's depths, as once you get in, the view is as clear as being outside of it. Being submerged underwater in the submarine is even more impressive. The U-Boat Works submarine pilots have boasted some remarkable performance figures for the supercar submarine, which is packed with a range of insanely advanced high-tech. Thanks to the vehicle's full 330-foot depth capability, you can see aquatic creatures that you wouldn't be able to see with a typical scuba dive. An interesting addition is the incredible craft's ability to go at a top speed of up to 3 knots underwater. And since the Nemo may work for up to 8 hours straight, you wouldn't need to hurry back to the surface. The only thing you have to do is enjoy your view for a little longer and tell me in the comments section how your experience was. Whilst underwater, you may see a few water treasures that are worth gathering. There's a little 5-point arm on the side of this submarine that you can use to grab onto things that you may find interesting. These could be pretty exotic things such as gold coins, some gemstones, or maybe even an alien saucer. Whichever one grabs your attention, just take control of the robotic arm to reach out, grab the treasure, and take it back home. It is important to note though that this arm is an optional add-on, as the submarine does not come with the arm. You can, however, pay a little bit more and request that it be added onto your submarine. But I think it will be cool to have this arm, and whilst you're diving 100 meters underwater, you can collect really interesting things, and voila! You have your treasure to yourself. The water depth of 330 feet cannot cannot be reached without sufficient training though. If you were to purchase a Nemo 2, the first step that you would need to take is a certified training session that U-Boat Works offers to all customers in person. You will learn how to drive a submersible vehicle during this 2-week full-time course. The owner will graduate from the program with a certification in submarine operation. Additionally, you have the choice of asking for a pilot. For your exclusive enjoyment and access to more entertainment, the translucent glass cockpit of this submarine has in-cabin speakers. Alongside this is another optional extra known as the sonar. Placed right below in the middle of the outer part of this supercar submarine, the sonar is a blue object that serves as an extra pair of eyes for you. How so? Let us take this scenario for example. Say you are submerged underwater in your submarine and then at some point the visibility right there goes blurry and unclear, making it difficult to move further or even enjoy the view. This will send out the sonar and you will be able to get some sort of a map on your dashboard screen to direct you without even bothering to see with your eyes. What I find super cool about this supercar submarine is that just like that, you can add a robotic arm and a sonar, and you can also change or add a few other things you want on it. You can decide to change the color, the entire interior, and so many other physical changes you may want to make on your submarine. Whichever way you want, the entire sea is your limit. Just be sure your finances can handle the strain, because these upgrades are not cheap. I'm pretty sure I already have you on board right here, and you must already be thinking of getting one of these amazing sea crafts. However, I'm not done telling you about the supercar, as there is still more to know. Let's carry on. Knowing that 100 meters underwater is deep and that it can get very dark down there, U-Boat Works pilots were smart enough to add bright lights to the outer part of this supercar submarine. This will aid your visibility and help guide you, as they are super powerful enough to cut through the vast darkness. Let's not forget that this vehicle must be powered by a certain type of power for it to maintain its strong and super fast mobility. Fully added to power up this amazing craft are battery-powered electric propulsions, which are placed right behind the submarine. Also placed behind the submarine is a grip tape. I mean a grip area where you can put your feet on whilst trying to get into the submarine. The only way you probably wouldn't need this is if you could fly into the submarine. Just kidding. But with the door to the sub being at the back, this grip enables you to climb into the submarine easily and safely too. Still at the back of the submarine is an exposed dashboard that you can open up, and an oxygen tank comes into view. Now, this part isn't necessary for the supercar to run. However, if anything goes wrong, then be sure that you will be needing this tank. Hopefully nothing does happen, but once it does, you or your passenger could go to this section of the submarine and fill the tank with oxygen, which then makes the entire submarine float up. Say, for example, you see something that blows your mind away and you eventually pass out. For safety purposes, a panic button fills a little oxygen tank at the back of your submarine with oxygen and then floats to the ocean surface by itself. Alongside this is your robot handholder and a fire extinguisher for when something terrible such as an uncontrollable fire outbreak happens. Man, a fire outbreak underwater? Just open up the latch and swim away once that happens, guys. A Marlin controller for remotely navigating the Nemo is also housed inside this submarine in case you want to explore from a safe spot. All of the navigational information is displayed, and there are numerous buttons with different functions, such as the CO2 scrubber, bilge pump air monitor backup, a squelch, and a variety of other buttons. You might think that the controls of this submarine will seem intimidating, but the Manta controller makes them easy to understand. The Manta controller looks like a combination of a joystick and a PlayStation filled with a few buttons. It's straightforward and enables precise targetive movements just like playing a video game. All of this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, one can imagine driving a military submarine in comparison to this relatively straightforward supercar submarine. The Nemo 2 also comes with air conditioning, a wireless communication system, and a navigation system to help increase the percentage of you getting a fantastic ride on this submarine. So far, no one has been said to purchase this supercar submarine, or they probably do not want that to be known, but I can only think of Elon Musk attempting to purchase it soon, given the fact that he has an obsession with supercars. It's said that he once paid $1 million to own James Bond's Lotus Esprit submarine car from the well-known movie The Spy Who Loved Me. Either way, this supercar submarine is an amazing craft, and if you have deep pockets, I think you should get one of these. What do you think of this supercar submarine? If you like this video, make sure to click a card on your screen for more content like this.